remember that time those nasty ghosts were chasing us through that weird blue maze?
And I think I have this love thing all figured out.
What the hell is that?
Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our channel, Paws On Animation, our first ever Paws on Tubi segment.
Yes, and today we're covering the quote-unquote movies, Cupid.
This so-called movie shows Cupid, who's begun taking care of the family business, in charge of it for Valentine's Day from his dad, and he's described as adorable. I don't know about that.
Oh.
However, he doesn't quite get what love means for the holiday or how to make people fall in love, so he goes on an adventure,
Quote unquote,
to different lands,
loosely
to learn
word.
all the different forms of love that love can take for people. So if that sounds like a genuinely wonderful idea for a film, it was. But too bad this is an absolute train wreck.
And before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and click notifications in future podcasts and World of Paws videos.
Thank you so much for joining us today, sharing our videos, subscribing, helping us on our path to having over 2,000 subscribers this year.
Yeah.
As always, we appreciate you so much. This movie, Rascal.
It's quote unquote, what they claim is a movie, loosely, use the term loosely. This is something I end up finding just scrolling through our video on demand service, because a lot of movies that are very well known have been watched and covered by us, so we've actually started beginning to run low on there. So I came across this movie on Tubi, what they called a movie, called Cupid. And the poster itself generally didn't look bad. And reading the synopsis, having a Cupid learn what love is and the different forms of love so he can know what to do for the day itself, I thought it was a great idea. I thought, okay, I've never seen a movie done like that before.
And then I said, okay, let's see the trailer. So when we saw the trailer, and Cupid sounds like a wise guy. And
which was
talking
funny.
Like he was on The Sopranos. And he's got a leaf covering his privates in the movie, but a diaper on in the poster. I said, this could be funny. We've got to watch it.
Yes. And what? It was funny, but when we watched it, I don't know if we could call it a movie. It's like loosely, using the term movie loosely.
And what's funny is, a lot of times we find these obscure movies and you go on Wikipedia and other places and you find a description and in-depth information. Well, you're not getting that for Cupid. So for those of you that don't know anything about Cupid, we don't know much either.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit we know. It's directed and written by Kelly Little. And we'll find out who that is maybe.
Well, there's somebody here. Cupid.
It's described as an animation, comedy, family movie. And it came out in January of 2021. Now, if it's a movie about Cupid, why did it come out in January?
Right, not February.
And the trailer, we were like, oh, okay, this trailer is interesting, great. And we start watching the movie and discover that the trailer is just the first few minutes of the movie.
That is it. And worst of all is that there is no animation.
Wait.
Oh, we gotta get to that.
A little more.
Okay.
Kelly Little is known for Robin Hood and the Fairy Tale Fun Force.
Oh, gosh.
2023. The Cheshire Cat, 2024.
What?
And Snow White and the Fairy Tale Fun Force, 2023.
So this
now we can get to the animation, because if it's anything like these, you don't need to watch any of these movies.
No.
We watched Cupid 1 and the audacity to have a Cupid 2.
Yes.
But wait till you hear this.
Yes. Now, here's 3 things. Only 3 things that generally worked, but they didn't use anything. First, premise itself. Lovely idea. Never seen it before. And Cupid doesn't even have its own movie or even get attention as much as other figures for the holidays. So, but right there, it was a good idea. It's just they didn't do anything with it.
Right.
2, Cupid having a wise guy accent instead of a kid voice. I guess they were trying to parody The Boss Baby with Alec Baldwin. So that part was actually a funny idea. And then the third idea is that his best friend is the leprechaun you see on St. Patrick's Day, which I thought was kind of funny because you always see Santa and the Easter Bunny and Tooth Fairy and these other ones you always see, like Rise of the Guardians. But in here, he's friends with the other figure people barely talk about. So I thought that was actually kind of funny to do, like the ones who at least talked about our best friends. And that's where the good stuff ends.
Now the poster itself says love with an attitude. So yeah, he acts like he's on The Sopranos and he's got a wise guy voice, and it's funny the entire time. I can say that the way the lines are delivered is entertaining.
Yes.
Here's the problem with this movie, the biggest problem. They don't move.
No, they don't.
Moving their arms up and down.
And their faces.
There is absolutely no movement by the characters.
No.
They got what it looks like.
Some
flash animation that
some,
goes on behind them
and
sometimes.
Stock footage.
And when they're pretending to travel, but they absolutely do not walk or move or turn or jump or run or sit. They just stand in one spot and talk to each other.
And that's the whole movie for 1 hour each.
1 hour and 1 minute. And then we won't talk about the second movie yet. This movie, they meet other characters like in Rise of the Guardians. You got the leprechaun.
Yes.
You got a giant who's not a giant.
No.
You've got
Santa Claus.
A bad-looking Easter bunny. And then someone who's Santa Claus, but he's blue.
Yeah. They used his model twice. One red, one blue. You got the golden goose, not from Jack and the Beanstalk, but the one that lays the Easter eggs. Like, okay. Yeah. Napoleon. Little Napoleon.
And Georgie Washington.
Oh, they meet Abe Lincoln as well. We're serious. This is what's here. And they also meet Geppetto. Yes. Yes, the same Geppetto from Pinocchio. He's in here with the Alabama for toys from Rudolph.
It reminds me of that line from The Avengers. This woman's mind is a bag full of cats. You can smell the crazy on her.
That's ironically the funniest part about this movie. Is the fact that it's so bad, it's so stupid, it's so bare bones, it costs 50 cents to make.
And you couldn't stop looking at it. It's like a train wreck.
Yes!
We just had to watch it to the end. And then when we got through, we said, okay, this was so funny. I said, let's see what Cupid 2 is. They made a second one.
Yes.
And we started watching the movie. When he met the leprechaun, I said, Rascal, this is the same darn movie. I said, I bet he meets all the people in the same order. And he started fast forwarding. And he meets exactly the same people. In the same room. Oh my God. Nobody's still moving.
Oh gosh.
They used the exact same footage from the first movie.
Yes.
For the second
The only addition is, the first movie had this Mario/Bob the Builder knockoff.
About him.
Yeah, he's in the first one, and then he becomes a focus the second one. And the new additions are an owl.
It's not an owl. What the heck it is? That's not a freaking owl.
And the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. And we're not kidding. If you find this movie, all these things are telling you these characters are in here. And what's worse is that Mama even pointed out the first movie, to his very little merit, him learning about different types of love. Technically, yes, he did. They told him he didn't actually go and discover. They just talked to him and told him the stuff. And he said, well, at the very least, the stuff is true about romantic love, platonic love, familial love, sibling love.
And the first movie actually had really good lessons. There was just nothing else going on.
Yeah. And again, a concept like that a Cupid learning what love is on Valentine's Day, how to do it properly. That could have been a really big movie if it was done well, was able to get off the ground, not just down a hole like this thing was. It could have actually been a really great movie, especially now when you don't have romance movies a lot anymore that make an impact, or rom-coms. I could see this being a really good animated rom-com movie.
The name of the production company is Wow Now Entertainment. That
No.
should be a clue.
No.
You gotta see this movie. If you just want to sit and watch something so ridiculous, so pointless, so funny, but has the audacity to have some actual good lessons in it, you've gotta watch it.
Yes.
Okay, I want to get to the production company because I just
There's
found a
a-
page that tells more movies this company has made.
It's a pyramid scheme,
And
isn't it?
then we're gonna close out. The first movie is called Finding Jesus.
What?
And it's a fish.
A fish?
And I've seen that thumbnail.
Oh no!
The
they're
Scare
going to
House,
hell.
All Hallows Eve Trickster,
What?
Groundhog Day,
Not
Van Helsing,
Van
Dark
Helsing.
Web, All Hallows Eve, Inferno,
What the heck?
Zoo Wars,
No.
Zombie World,
What?
Titanic, Time
Titanic.
Jumpers, Enter the Wild, Watch If You Dare, This
What?
Is Christmas, Baby Fever, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot Goes to Hell.
What?
The girls like magic. I'm
What?
gonna stop there.
What the heck is this company? Who's giving this company money to make the? Don't you know this can't even cost money? It's no way this costs anything to make. This was the one of the cheapest
Planes
movies.
and Brains.
Planes and Brains. Stop it! Stop!
Vamps.
Burn this
The
company.
Z.
Burn them.
Exterminator and the AI Apocalypse.
Okay, stop.
So you should be able to see this scrolling down
Oh.
the screen. This is being so entertaining. I didn't expect to get so much joy from laughing at such ridiculous. But if it's good for anything, if you're not in a good mood, or if you need to laugh, or if you're not feeling well and laughter's the best medicine, watch Cupid and Cupid 2 or Cupid or watch Cupid or
both.
Cupid 2.
Yes.
Because you will just be laughing hysterically.
And the best part is, at least I got a movie idea out of this now because they failed to do it.
And you'll get to see little Georgie Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Oh my
And
God.
Mario.
And that's because they time travel.
Yes.
Anything that you could think of to be thrown into a movie
Yes,
was thrown
they
into
did.
this movie. The only movie that was worse than this is the one we did with recommended by Andrew, the Pinocchio one.
Oh yes, a true story, father.
yeah, that's the only movie worse than this. So if by any chance in heck you have seen Cupid or Cupid 2, let us know in the comments. Did you laugh as hard as we did? Did you find it so entertaining that you had to talk about it? Let us know what you think. If you haven't seen it, again, if you just want to laugh and just have a good time with no purpose, then Cupid and Cupid 2 are for you to watch. Go to Tubi, come back, and tell us what you think.
And if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and videos for anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us, subscribing, sharing our videos, so much more. As always,
You are special. Thank you for watching Rascal Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.